I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
Don't do that. Dio wants a bit more than just vitamins. He wants to go to sleep forever. No. If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this.
Right.
What are you doing, Luna? Go! Right.
So I must have missed it. I didn't see the detonator come out.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead, tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake! Luna, shut him up! Right. Here goes.
As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. Seen all this stuff again too. How much time do we have left?
And how much time until the white doors open?
Okay, this is still different. The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
Alright. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Fire turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here, you go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
And how do you know Sigma what's that? Oh, I see. Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
Alright. Looks like we're on the same page. Now get moving, we don't have time to stand around.
It sounds like it, doesn't it, Spud? Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Damn, only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. It's looking like they'll die, but this timeline does still have 2 more boxes. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Luna, you're still here.
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
No, it's not. Flirting with Sigma does seem like the easiest way to get him to do what you want. Very much true. What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me. So I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
It's a nice thought, Luna, but this isn't the time.
Goodbye.
She turned and headed toward the exit. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
We don't have 5 minutes. Are you sure only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. We don't have 5 minutes, Sigma. Analyze my body. We don't have the time to do this. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the Adams scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. That's the one. I just couldn't get that word out. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well, it says you're not a robot. You're human.
Okay. Then what was the white stuff bleeding out of my hand? Maybe a robotic arm? I let out a breath and I hadn't realized I'd been holding. Not the father, it seems like. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
Robotic arm. What?
You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the
Both
bones in your
arms.
arms isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one.
Yeah, even with color blindness, blood would not look white. It would look a darker, it would look closer to black. Sigma Cyborg, seems like it.
You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones?
Which begs the question, how would Sigma himself not know his arms are robotic? But Sigma didn't know that his arms were robot. Was cybernetic.
Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? Wait. Okay. Let's say you're right and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I didn't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How? How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right. But not everything has an answer.
The problem with that, though, is for it to spread into the body, well, for an injection to spread through the body, it spreads through the bloodstream, or the blood spreads it through the body. The cybernetic white goo clearly can't go into the body. Otherwise, it would infect your blood and you wouldn't be a healthy person. So that doesn't add up.
There are some things you just can't explain.
What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's,
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
time? I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. Yep, they're gone. 1 minute. We've only got a minute left.
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF DM L016.
There's another code. Let me just record that. GTF DM L016. This is the first one that's had numbers and the first one that separated the middle.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
The first gate should be open to you?
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer, the world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Sigma end. So he even looks young in that picture. So I'm thinking he is like 22, like we heard earlier. Yep, definitely dead again. There's 3 more character endings. And I've got 4 more paths. I can now do this one.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt the weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. Chop my arm off! It's not my real arm. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. We did die last time, or we kind of blacked out last time, and that's where it ended. But as we saw, it's got a continuation, so we do continue longer.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. This is the ending that at the last betray ally decision, I was voting against Dio and he blackmailed us, telling us to go ally. Yeah, Semicod just Sigma for sure. So he blackmailed us to go ally. If we went ally, he would basically do this. We went ally, he went betray, we were on 1 BP, now we're below 1 BP, and he's killed us so he can leave. But if we went betray, we found the cure to Radical 6, which Quark has. He stole it from us and blackmailed us by saying, if you go betray, I'm destroying the cure. So we've allied to stop him from killing Quark, and he's leaving. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow, I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of colour faded into a recognisable person. I threw out my head in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelivir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could, and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excelivir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
This is where we blacked out last time and it ended. I guess this is it.
First, is the soap for real? Let's put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles.
I don't think we're going to die this time because that's what happened last time in this box. And the path goes longer. So I don't think we're going to die at this point.
I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5. Give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? Well, we do now know his arm is cybernetic, so he could technically cut it off. How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, had a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
I knew this had to come to it,
Your arms are cybernetic.
because this path was locked until now. What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remembered having, had been replaced. And that flash of Luna I'd seen. Yeah. I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma!
What are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!